Hello dear ones, how are you doing? This is the science exam review worksheet solution. We'll be solving the questions of the review worksheet, and since you have your exam in 2 weeks, it's in December 21 for Group B students and in December 14 for Group A students. Question number 1 talks about bull sharks. These are the only shark species that can live for a long time in freshwater environments. Female bull sharks are bigger and larger than the males. Females keep their young in their placenta. Gestation usually lasts 10 to 11 months. Females then give birth in rivers, and these young use the environment as a nursery. Are bull sharks oviparous animals? This is our question, and since they asked us to determine, so we have to justify, we have to tell why. They said that female give birth in rivers. Animals that give birth to young are viviparous animals and not oviparous animals. So, bull sharks give birth to young in river, so they are viviparous animals and not oviparous animals. Oviparous animals lay eggs. What is gestation? Gestation in bull sharks lasts 10 to 11 months. So the embryo inside the female's body develops and stays inside for 10 to 11 months. Gestation is the period of the development of the embryo inside the female body. It's the period when the female is pregnant and the embryo is growing inside her body. So gestation is the period of the development of the embryo inside the females indicate if the statements are true or false. If the statement is false, we have to correct it. Red blood cells are star-shaped. They have the shape of star. They carry oxygen to the body organs. Red blood cells have the shape of a disc with a flattened center, and they carry oxygen to the body organs. So they don't have a star shape. So this is wrong. Yes, red blood cells carry oxygen to the body organ, but they don't have a star shape. So this is a false statement. Red blood cells are disc-shaped with a flattened center. They carry oxygen to the body parts. The paramecium is a unicellular organism that reproduces sexually by binary fission. Binary fission is a kind of asexual reproduction. It's not sexual. And yes, paramecium reproduced by binary fission. So this is also a wrong statement. The paramecium is a unicellular organism that reproduces asexually by binary fission. Binary fission is a type of asexual reproduction. Runners are underground stems that grow a new plant on each node. Runners, let's take the example of the strawberry plant. The strawberry plant is a plant that grows new plants from their runners on each node. But runners aren't underground stems. They are above ground stems that grow horizontally and grow new plants on each node. So this is also a false statement. Runners are above the ground stems that grow new plants on each node. The albumen of a bird egg, the white part, protects and supports the developing embryo, which is not the embryo's job. Is to provide the developing embryo with water and protein, and the shell membrane of a bird egg protects and supports the developing embryo. So this is also false. The shell membrane's job is to protect and support the developing embryo. Fructification is the union of a sperm cell with an ovule in a flower. This is wrong. Fructification is when the ovary of a flower turns into a fruit. What's the union of a sperm cell with an ovule cell called? This is fertilization. Fertilization is the union of a sperm with an ovule. So all of the statements are incorrect. Question number 3. Pumpkin plants have separate male and female parts on the same plant. I will start with here and answer part A. Are pumpkin flowers perfect or imperfect? Since the male and the female parts are separate on this plant, so we have male flowers and female flowers. The male and the female parts aren't on the same flower, so pumpkin flowers are imperfect since they have separate male and female parts on the same plant. The male and the female parts aren't in the same flowers. Arrange in order the steps of reproduction. First of all, an insect sticks to the male flower. This insect moves pollen grain to the pistil, which is the female flower. Pollen grain fertilizes the ovules. This is fertilization happening, and then the fertilized egg, when the sperm meets the ovule, we will have a seed. What's the function of the seed coat? The seeds have hard coats to protect the developing embryo, and these coats contain the nutrients that they need to grow, that an embryo needs to grow. So you can simply copy the answer from the text. The hydra is a small aquatic animal that lives in quiet ponds to reproduce. The hydra may release gametes and fertilization may take place, or by budding, in which small outpouchings of its of its wall nip off at the base to form separate new individuals. So the hydra can reproduce in two ways. It can release sex cells, and also it can reproduce by budding. Small parts in the wall of the hydra can leave the hydra's body and then go into a new individuals. So what are the two modes of reproduction? Sexual reproduction. Don't forget, we have to determine to justify sexual reproduction, since the hydra can release gametes and fertilization takes place, and also asexual reproduction by budding. So let me repeat. Sexual reproduction, the hydra needs two sex cells. Gametes are sex cells, the male sex cell and the female sex cell. And then fertilization is when the male cell fertilizes the female cell. Budding, it's a small part of the wall of the hydra that leaves the mother hydra and then will grow into new individuals, into new organisms. Refer to the text to define budding. Budding is when small outpouchings of the hydra's wall leave the mother hydra to form new individuals. So there is no need to a partner, it's just a part of the mother hydra that grows into new organisms. This is the last question. Annotate the chicken egg diagram. A is the yellow part. This is the yolk. B. B is the membrane. I need to fix the arrows right here. So B is the shell membrane. The shell membranes. C is the white part, so it's the albumin. Indicate where a developing embryo inside an egg gets food, water, and proteins from. The yolk of an egg provides the developing embryo with food, the albumin provides the developing embryo with water and proteins. So you will need both sentences. The embryo, the chick growing inside the egg, gets food from the yolk and it gets proteins from the white part, which is the albumin. If you still have any questions about worksheet, please send me a private message.